So in today's class, we're supposed to be talking about how to choose better support and resistance. So why my method of teaching is so different is because I realized when reading PDFs like this concerning a particular topic, until you're shown on how it's done on the screen before you can understand how to use them personally. So that's why I'm going to be reading this, taking you guys on how to see it and how to identify it on this chart. So just like a full example, let's say you read. So I give it, as I said, you the PDF, you read through the PDF, you may not understand, then you may use my videos to add to what you learned from the book to understand what I'm trying to teach you. Now, the grace for people that do physical class, they get for me to show them how to do it personally, which makes it more easier. So this online class, you have to bear with me and just from your own, do your best to get there. So next page we have now it says here the importance of support and resistance. Now we are going to be talking about the importance of support and resistance. Why? Let me close this. So on this page, on the second page, we have is saying, can you see my arrow? It says the importance of support and resistance. Support and resistance is so important in trading because its reliability varies a bit from market to market. That means that support and resistance can be found on any financial market you're trading. Now, in the forex market, support and resistance levels are very important, but not as reliable as they are in the stock market. In the stock market, because we have different type of financial markets. If you've gone through the video, I from the beginning, you will know and hear me talking about types of financial markets that they are. So we're gonna proceed now. So the reason for this is because retail traders only make up an estimated 15% of the forex market when the big bank da, 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 da. So now what's forex the support and resistance is are levels. Now support and resistance are what? Let me open my trading view. Support and resistance are levels. All right. Have a good night. Are levels you take your trades off. So now, what do I mean by levels take off your trade off? So now we know that when you are sending out signals, when I send you that signal, I talk about buy this, sell that, set buy limit. Now, this support and resistance will help you as a trader to know where to buy from and where you sell from. So now, support is where we look to buy. It goes to buy. Resistance equals to sell. Now, how can you identify these levels on your chart? So as the word support is to buy, meaning that whenever price gets to support, meaning there are maximum numbers of buyers, a high pressure of buyers at a support zone.
Yeah. Yes.
Now, resistance will be high pressure of sellers from a resistance zone at let's say at a resistance. So now support and resistance is a basic knowledge which is going to be among your conferences you use to take your trade. So if you followed through the videos I pre-recorded, you know I talked about support and resistance being one of the tools we use as traders to take our trades, come with our reason to take a particular trade. So now that's it. That was support and resistance. So let's dive more into it. Let me use this PDF. Let me clear this. Okay, preview. Right. So now it says the basics. Let's look at this second slide on the page. It says the basic of choosing support and resistance. The first thing you should know about horizontal support and resistance is that you may represent it with a line on your chart, but support and resistance levels are actually zones. Like I've said, you have to keep in mind that you are not picking a precise point, but a zone where price may find support or resistance, meaning a zone where price may find a reason to buy or sell. Now, with that in mind, when you first start trying to spot a good support and resistance, one technique that can help you to switch to the line chart in your trading platform, this can help you to review more significant levels to you. Now, let me show you the example. Now, these charts we are currently on, this red and green are your seeing, they are called candlesticks. Once we get to where you understand what candlesticks are, you now we are on the candlestick charts. Now, these candlestick charts, they said if you want to plot your supply, plot it like on your a line on your chart. So you can also, for beginners, I advise that you switch to your line charts before before what's it called? Before you take the trade. Let me see. Why is this? Okay, okay. Now I'm on my line chart. Can you see that we have a line? So now this is how you understand how to. Now you switch to a line chart like this on your trading view platform you have on your phone. So now a level where you find is where all these highs and lows like this low like this is a level of support. This one high like this is a level of resistance. Again, level of support, level of resistance, level of support, level of resistance. Now you can plot a line like that, all those levels. Okay, price is on top. Up is resistance, below is where you find your support levels. And support levels can be on the same levels. So I'm going to dive more into it. I'm just showing what they're saying there. The trading view is your trading platform. So that's where you plot switch to your line charts. If you look above here, you will see that I have my candlestick charts. Look, you can see when I switch past to candlestick, a lot of buyers started coming in at this point here. A lot of buyers started coming in at this point here. A lot of buyers started coming in. You saw the green candle and see that that's where we find support. Now resistance.
For you. Can you please explain to me?
Now resistance are where the red candle, meaning the sellers coming. So above. Yeah, hello, kindly mute yourself, please.
Alpha folded,
Hello.
folded. Come, folded. I beg, go back again. Go back again. I beg.
Okay. So let me take it over again. So right here we have let me create for us. If you've not screenshotted this, I advise you screenshot it now. Support is where we support and resistance levels are levels you take your trades off. Now that's where you look for to buy or sell. Then what do you do when at those levels? You buy at support, you sell at resistance. So you know where to buy from now, you know where to sell from now. So now how to identify your chart is what I want to take us into right now. So let's move forward. So I want to create a clean chart and let's see. Now back to the preview. It says again, let me come again. It says first thing you should know about support and resistance is that although you may represent it with the line on your chart, support and resistance are actually zones. So those are zones where you look to buy or sell from. So now you can, with that in mind, when you first start trying to spot good support and resistance, one technique that can help you is to switch to the line chart. So for beginners, look at this diagram that they have here. They will look at this 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that's the line chart. I'm going to show you it on my trading platform. I just switch to the line chart. You can see it's the same thing. So is a line on your chart, and you just plot at price levels. And price always comes to respect those kind of stuff. So now, so resistance is where is above. I'm going to get into that. Support is what? Support is below. That's how it goes. So let's see. What does the next paragraph say? Say the line charts, the line graph chart does not show absolute highs and lows because the line charts are based off of closing price of each period. Meaning that they don't show the highs and lows that you need to like plot out on your chart. So now let's move forward. So how do we use support and resistance? That's what I want to discuss now. We've talked about importance of support and resistance. We've gotten into the basics. Now let's talk about the rookie mistakes. Now it says here in the PDF that the rookie mistakes with support and resistance, meaning that new traders rarely bother plotting out significant support and resistance, meaning that as for a beginner, you will not want to like plot it, you will not think it's important. But those are the very important things you have to know because that's where you know where to take your trades from. So then I tried a few trading systems that relied heavily on support and resistance and realized how much money I had been needlessly losing over the years. Meaning that not everybody, like as beginners, have the knowledge of using support and resistance. So understanding it after knowing how to use your trend line is the next confluence you can know to like start making money. If you just know support, trend line, and support, you are good to go. Now let me give you a chart example. So on this chart right here, we have BTC USDT. Now I've said that support is where we buy. So support is always at the low of the trend, a low, like the lowest point. That's where price is starting from. Hey, sorry, I think my stuff is having switches. Okay, support here. This is your support zone. This is your support zone. This line I drew now is our support. Now, above is where we have our resistance. So this we'll call this support. Our support. These are resistance. Anytime price comes, let's say, let me use the illustration of a trend, an uptrend. An uptrend is a creation of higher highs and higher lows. So now, anytime price, and we know that for this trend to continue, price has to from this up here come down a little bit from here. It has to come down to this place to buy. Now, this place where we buy from, it comes back to for us to buy, which is this point, is our support zone. That's support for us. Meaning that this place that price came back to is also what? Also support. And so on and so forth, support. Like that. So whenever price in an uptrend, you buy below, which is low like this. And you buy from here. When price comes back again, you find support when price reach here again. So now, let's say this is our support, right? Support. Now remember, when I was talking about trend line, I said that trend line, you're going to plot it below the lows in an uptrend like this. So now our trend line is here. First thing first, we've seen that there's one thing here that's telling us that okay, we should buy from that zone. Our trend line first has to be there. That's our first reason. Confluence. Like first two we use, that's our trend line. Now our support zone is there too. Telling us to do what? To buy. So two things are telling us to buy. right there. And again, we know that the trend is what? In an uptrend. What do we do in an uptrend? We buy. So now that was it. So currently on this chart too, see it. See. Look at what price did. Price came here. It created a low, created a high, created a low, created a high, created a low. Now before all of this one happened right here, all this one like this, you can see that when price came back, hold on. Yeah, Emmanuel, you raised your hand. What's up? You like to ask a question? If you like to ask a question, use the chat box. So now, this is support. We buy at support. So now this point here is our support. We'll give you a diagram illustration. This point here is our what? Support. Here also is our what? Support.
I wanted you to go back a little.
Okay. What you then want me to go back on? What do you want me to go back on?
I want to start from higher low, higher low, higher high.
Higher low and higher high. Can I go back to higher low and higher high, sha?
Just go back there, please.
I cannot go back
Try.
to higher low and higher high. Do you understand the trend, right?
Yes, yes. You just mentioned it here now. You just drawn it here.
Like I'm just drawing the trend for the first time.
No, like you just drew it now. I want you to start from there
And
again.
explain what this stuff is again.
Yeah, support and resistance.
Support and resistance. Okay. Give me a minute. I'm looking for to see if I'll see any because I think I'm seeing a setup here. I would like to trade. Well, let's just go on with the class though. Let me know. Keep us waiting. Okay, sorry, I'll be with you in a minute. So we are talking about trends on support and resistance. So now in an uptrend, we have a low, a high, a higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and higher high. Now, first thing you have to know as a trader when you're coming into the market, first thing is your market trend. That was the first topic I treated, the trend. So now once you know your market trend, you'll be able to identify what type of trend it is, right? Your market trend. Then next thing you have to understand is your trend line. Now your trend line is next thing I'm going to use. I think we're just buying Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin has swept liquidity, and if you have funds there, you can take the buy. If you have your account funded, buy Bitcoin right now. Okay, so wow, we're having a distracted class. I did not plan to take it to you guys live. Let me just see what price is doing. Then inform me now to fund my account. I'll tell you confirmation once I see one. Okay. I think the guy is getting activated. So yeah, buy BTC now. If you have fund in your account, buy it right now. Buy it now, buy it now, buy it now. And put your stop loss in place. Our stop loss level is going to be 98645. This number is our stop loss 986,645. And now look at this level. This is our level of support that I just entered at right now. That's what I'm saying. When price got below, like this, price got below, I did what? I said we should buy. Now we buy at support like that. Now that's an example of a support zone. Are we following? That's an example of a support zone.
Okay. I'll try to fit in.
As an example of a support zone. So we buy at support and we sell at resistance. So like he was asking me to do a illustration, I said that whenever price goes up like this, it has to come below back to come and buy. Now look at this right here. Price went up like this, came below to do what? To buy. That's it. Now, we know that the trend is a what? An uptrend. High, a low, a high, a low. Abi? Now, our trend is an uptrend, right? Our trend is an uptrend. Then we plot our trend line below it like this. Our trend line is plotted there. Right? Now our trend line is there. Our structure is there. Now we know that okay, look at our trend line is telling us to buy. It mitigated it. It bounced off it like this, high, low, came back to use it in the future. Now you can see it's reacting from there. Now we know that we are in uptrend price. Whenever price comes down, we have to what? We have to buy, which is our support zone. And that's two confluences. I just used the trend line, which is this line here, and then our support zone. Those two things are telling me to buy. Now, do we understand that now? Emmanuel, please let me know so I can move forward.
Nope.
You don't understand?
Yeah.
Man, you have to go and read the PDF yourself. You have to go and read the PDF yourself. That's why I said read it over so that once you are in class like this, you will not be hearing foreign words. It's just for me to show you on how it's done on the screen. That's why I advise that you read the PDF before anything. Do you get what I'm saying? Before anything. Okay, so the call will soon be ended. We have 9 minutes left. So I'm going to deal with support today. Then we'll move into resistance tomorrow. Let me do it clear. I want to set all my entries on this trade right here. Then
Coded.
yeah.
The issue now is that I know how to set an entry, stop loss, and take profits. I know how to set my lot size and the rest of them. So
Yeah.
that's it. But
You don't know how to like
I didn't is it?
you didn't do what?
I've not gotten to that PDF, the last PDF you dropped yet. I've not gotten to it yet.
Not got
I've not
into
gone
it.
through it yet.
Why have you not gone
Yeah.
through it yet?
I've been busy.
You've been busy. Well, I understand that all of us, guys, figure out a way to like get by our days and all of that. but you got to
Yeah.
like be present here because people are actually wanting to move forward, and I cannot be dragging them back. Do you
No,
get?
no, that's fine. You can post the video on the group now.
No
I'll go
wahala,
through it
no
later.
wahala, no wahala. So who else is not understanding what I've been teaching so far? Let's talk about that now as we are watching this trade layout. Let's talk about that now. Who else have not been understanding? Who else have issues they need to like discuss with me about? Just let me know in the comment box. Because him speaking up, meaning there may be others facing the same thing. And it's best to know where to be dealing with everything from.
Mm.
Okay, there's no anyone that has problem?